Amanda, thank you. This week we are getting you ready for Sunday's big F1 race, and one of the drivers that you'll see at the racetrack, but you're going to see him first here, Alexander Rossi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here and welcome back to Austin.
Thank you. It's great to be here again.
Good. We're lucky to have you here. So you're coming back to Austin, but this is your first time racing over at COTA.
Yes, it is. It's my 4th year here, and I've been a part of the F1 team and the F1 program for quite some time, but now to finally come back and be able to race is a great thing.
And here we go. What do you think of COTA? What do you think of the track?
I love the track. I think that of the new tracks that kind of are on the calendar, it's by far the best one because we find often that a lot of the new circuits are quite slow and a little bit boring, whereas this certainly isn't that. So I think they did a very good job when they designed the track.
So the track by itself, even when it's dry, is exciting, but when it's wet, tell me about that kind of experience. Are you wondering about that?
No, not really. I mean, it's something you can't really prepare for, so you just approach it as you would any other track that becomes wet. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't do much different. Everything's just a little bit slower. Yeah.
Something you have, though, preparing for is a stay for a really long time, and you're the first American to race at F1 since '07, right?
Yes.
Is that a lot of pressure?
A little bit. I think that every time you get in the car, regardless of what type of race it is, there's pressure because there's always pressure to perform, and you're only as good as your last race. So for me, I'm trying to treat it as much like a normal race as possible, but obviously the lead up to this event is a little bit different. So I am aware of it, but at the same time, I'm very excited about the weekend.
Take me to what you're thinking on race day, kind of what goes through your head. How do you prepare for everything that's about to unfold?
I think for me personally, the easiest way to kind of get ready is to treat it like a normal day.
Okay.
And you go in and you realize that you're obviously driving a car and that it's the day that counts. But if you don't build it up too much in your own mind, then it's not that big of a deal.
So you don't put too much pressure on yourself?
I think you do when you get in the car.
Yeah.
But up until that point, it's just you kind of are so busy mentally going through everything that you need to do for the day.
I see it. Okay.
And managing your time as much as you can, so you don't really have time to psych yourself up. It's more when you get in the car and you're finally alone.
Yeah.
Where you start to think about things.
To really get down to work. This is video that we're seeing out of Austria, and is that kind of what you were going through in the moments during this race?
No. Once you're actually racing and competing, everything's subconscious. And things are happening so quick that you're not thinking about it on a conscious level. And that's the point that you want to be at, and it's where you make the least amount of mistakes. So when you're actually driving, you're not thinking about it, and the hour or 2 hours goes by incredibly quick.
And that's what I was about to ask you, because it goes by so quickly because you're going so fast. Explain to us in that video, just any race day, how fast you're going.
I think it depends on the track, obviously, but the cars will do 230 miles an hour. But the more impressive thing than that, I think, is the cornering speed and also the deceleration. So you can decelerate from 230 to 40, for example, in 200 feet.
Right.
So it's when it's that level of performance, it's where things you realize how quick you're going. Well,
just in the stands, we're biting our nails. I can imagine you and what you're feeling inside the car. Favorite things to do in Austin before we let you go? Do you have any time to explore Austin?
I have in the past, because as I said, I was here, but more in a reserve role. So this weekend, it's not like that. It's much busier and a little bit more serious. But I love coming here. It's an amazing city, and I think for me, just to be able to come back to the States and to feel more at home than I do any other time during the year is a great thing.
Well, we love having you, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Sunday. We'll be right back.